Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bushra Sar. I am from Group A, and my topic of presentation is experiment number 13, differentiation between short chain and long chain fatty acid in a fat sample. My topic is introduction about lipids and fatty acids. Lipids are the word lipid is derived from a Greek word lipos, which means fat. Lipids are organic substances which are mainly occurs in plants and animal tissues, for example, fats, oils, steroids, etc. The hydrophobic nature of lipids mainly means that they are not soluble in water but are soluble in organic solvents, for example, ethers, benzenes, alcohol, etc. Reason that why they are soluble in organic solvent but not in water is that the bulk of its molecule lipids are present in the form of short molecules. So their bulk of molecules are not polar or non-polar, and they are not ionizable. The primary building blocks of lipids are fatty acids, alcohol glycerols, and sphingosines, and they are utilized in a human body. Some of the common lipid-related diseases are hypertriglyceridemia, which is an increased level of triglycerides in blood level, and the other is hyper cholesterolemia, which is an increased level of cholesterol in blood. The causes of these diseases are type 2 diabetes, obesity, or it can maybe genetic. Now, for the classification of lipids, it is classified into three forms. The simple lipids, these are the esters of fatty acids with alcohol glycerols, and their examples are fats, oils, and waxes. The second group is compound lipids. These are esters of fatty acids along with additional alcoholic group, and their examples are gangliosides, glycolipids, phospholipids, etc. Associative lipids are also called dry lipids. These are the hydrolytic products of all compound lipids, and their examples are steroids, vitamin D, ketone bodies, etc. Some dry lipids are also known as true lipids. For example,
is eicosanoid.
sphingosine. It is present in our cell membrane, and it functions as an it functions in inflammation, allergic responses, and immune responses. Lipid plays an important role in our body. The simple lipid, that is triglyceride, also known as fat, it serves as a fuel for our body. It provides energy for more or less every work we do. Cholesterol is essential for the synthesis of hormones, vitamins, and bile acid. It is also essential for the synthesis of male or female sex hormones, for example, progesterone, testosterone, etc. The amphipathic nature of lipids is perfectly suitable for hydrophobic nature of cell membrane, where it allows all the lipid-based particles to directly diffuse to the cell. The fatty layer around the organs serves as a cushion for internal organs to protect them in case of any injury. Fats are also helpful in homeostasis. It maintains homeostasis as it balances all the oxidative and reducing reactions which are taking place, and it also alters the membrane characteristics for the increased permeability of cell membrane. There are also a lot of fat soluble vitamins in our body, for example, vitamin A, D, E, K, which plays an important role in our essential everyday diet. Now, for fatty acids are the simplest form of lipids present in our body. These are the carboxylic acids with hydrocarbon side chains occur in esterification form. It is a long chain of carbon atoms with the hydrogen atom all along the length till one end and a carboxyl group at the other end. This is the structure of triglyceride with hydrogen attached to carbon chain all along and a carboxyl group at the end. And also there are three fatty acids and three triglyceride glycerol atoms molecules. Most of the fatty acids occur in even numbers. For example, palmitic acid, which contains 16 carbons, and others are present in odd numbers. For example, propanoic acid, which contains 3 carbons. For the classification of fatty acid, they are classified into two forms. For example, saturated fatty acids. These are the fatty acids which does not contain double bond in their chain. For example, palmitic acid and stearic acid, etc. And unsaturated fatty acids. These are the fatty acids which contain double bonds in their chain. For example, palmitoleic acid, linoleic acid, and oleic acid. Now, for the representation of fatty acids, there's a specific scheme followed for which the first we write the total number of carbon, then the number of double bond present in the chain, and the last we place the first carbon position of double bond in the chain. For example, if we look at oleic acid, the number of carbon in oleic acid are 18, and the number of double bond present are 1, and the position where the double bond present is the ninth position. That's it for my topic. Jazakallah.